It only sounds crazy when I say it, but I'm just telling you guys my tips. When it comes to using the activity app and the accuracy, I don't think it's 100% accurate, but I think it's like 75, 80. And if you're an Orange Theory Fitness member, you will love it because it gives you the charts, like a chart showing you fat burning zones, cardio zones. So this is something that I'm gonna share with you guys if you're interested in trying to lose weight with the help of the Apple Watch. Like if it's not tracked, did it even happen? You can do anything you want when you're 60. What's up, bitches, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who may be new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Fittyfreckles. I make videos around my life, which is a lot of fitness, eating, and Orange Theory drinking. Welcome. Let's get started with today's video. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have become obsessed with the Apple Watch while in quarantine. It was something that I've had for a while, but I kind of used off and on, but couldn't fully get into it. I originally had a Fitbit, loved that, but I broke it. So instead of purchasing a new Fitbit at the time, I just went and purchased an Apple Watch, but I just couldn't get adjusted, didn't really like it. But finally, over quarantine, years later, I have finally adjusted and gotten used to using this Apple Watch. Now I use it religiously and it's amazing, and it helps me lose weight and stay on track of my goals. Although I know fitness trackers are not 100% accurate, they still do give you a little bit of something to gauge with in my eyes. There are some people out there that say that they are 100% incorrect. So I don't know, at the end of the day, you think what you want to think what you think is to think the truth. So for me, I like to think it's real and it's fun for me. It keeps me motivated. And if you guys are lacking in motivation, I'm really thinking that getting an Apple Watch or Fitbit or any other type of activity tracker could be the key to getting you motivated. So let's jump into the Apple Watch and why I love it so much. The Apple Watch that I have specifically is the Series 3 38mm, and I have a white strap. You can get other straps on Amazon. You can also change the face of your Apple Watch, but for me, it's purely for fitness purposes. So I keep my watch on a face that is focused on literally activity, because that is all I use it for the most part. It also gives you notifications, which is very helpful. I'm not gonna lie, I do like that. But since I have it set with the activity ring, I'm able to see 3 colored rings. So the biggest goal is the pink ring. That is the move goal. So that is your daily activity. So this tracks everything from walking out to get the mail, dancing with friends at a party, taking a bike ride, going up and down the steps. It's just your daily overall activity. And you can actually adjust this ring to how many calories you want to burn in a day. I have my goal set to over 1,000 calories, and I hit it 99.9% of the time. And if I don't hit it, I land around like anywhere from like 800 to 900, or I'm like so close. I'm just that active, and I like to set that goal for myself. I actually have the goal in my mind to go over 1,000 every day, and I usually do, but the minimum that I'm only going to put on that watch is 1,000 because that's just a little excessive, and all the other rings you cannot adjust. So that is daily overall activity. I recommend adjusting your goal based on how active you are realistically, or how active you really want to be, something that will motivate you to be more active. The next ring you see is the green ring, and this is the exercise ring. So going on a walk or doing an exercise in the exercise app on the Apple Watch, if you work out and exercise for 30 minutes, at minimum, you will be able to close that ring. This ring, that goal cannot be adjusted. It's just 30 minutes of brisk activity. The final ring is the blue ring. That is the stand ring. Sometimes I can't close this ring because I'm sitting a lot at work, and you basically have a 12-hour time frame to stand up once every hour. So even if you stand up 12 times in 1 hour, like that won't work. Like you have to stand up in the hour. Those are the 3 rings. If you guys have any questions, obviously comment them below. So these activity goals can be displayed on your watch as the home screen, but if you don't want it to be set as your home screen, you can just go to the activity app on the Apple Watch, click that, and it will just show you your simple progress for the day. If you want to see even more information, you can go onto your iPhone, click the activity app, and then there's a lot more details about your workouts, and it's so fun to look in there. I also recommend downloading the app Zones. It's completely free. I'm obsessed with it. You don't have to do anything. You just download the app, and then that app automatically takes the stats from your Apple Watch activities that you track, and it just presents your results in a different way and gives you more insight. I don't know if it's the same exact data, just presented differently, but it's really cool. And if you're an Orange Theory Fitness member, you will love it because it gives you the charts, like a chart showing you fat burning zones, cardio zones, warm-up zones, things like that. So totally recommend that. It's free. I'm obsessed with it. You don't have to do anything. It's just tracks progress. Another thing about the activity feature is you can share it with friends. You just send them an invite, or they send you an invite, and you can accept it in the app. I don't know if you can accept it from the watch. I've done it all through the app. It's just easier. And then you can see their rings. However, they can hide their activity. You can hide your activity. You can mute them. They can mute you, because when you're friends, it will send you notifications every time they finish a workout or they earn an award. Same as when you do a workout, whenever you finish, they'll get a notification, unless of course they have you muted or you have them muted. One thing is, when you are doing a workout and you're in workout mode, you will not get any notifications, which is really nice. But you'll like finish a workout, and then it's funny, you'll get all these notifications that all your friends finished workouts. Another thing you can do with this whole shared activity friends situation is a competition. I've never done a competition. I know nothing about it. I need to do it. My one friend mentioned doing it, but then when we became friends, she never challenged me. Couldn't tell you why. Probably because I'm beast mode every day, but it's a thing. You can also send messages to your friends when they finish a workout. So you'll get a notification that they finished the workout, and it'll give you like some small details like how many miles they ran or things like that. And then you can scroll down and there's already like 10 different prompted responses, and you can be like, awesome work, mic drop, okay, or you inspire me. It's so funny, and I'll love responding. It like makes me laugh. So that is an option as well, which I love, and I do utilize that. I think one of the main reasons why I love this being an Apple product is I feel as though I'm going to be an Apple product customer till I die, and it has so much of my stuff stored on it in the iCloud and information. So to be able to track this activity long term and just always have this information is really exciting and fun. Just to look at things throughout the year, I think it will always help looking back on things. It really does. So all this is stored in the app on your phone as well, because they're connected Bluetooth. So when you are in the app, you can see an overall monthly view of your rings being closed, and then you can see it week to week, and you can just go and click on certain things, and it just dives in deeper to more details and stats. There are awards that you can win. When it comes to using the activity app and the accuracy, I don't think it's 100% accurate, but I think it's like 75, 80% accurate. And that's my own thoughts. Come at me in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys actually have to say about that, because I really want to believe that it's true. Like, come on. What? Like, I don't know. If it isn't true, can somebody explain why? Would love to know. You want to go into the health setting on your app in the watch and make sure all the settings are correct as far as your age, your gender, your height, your weight, anything that it asks about you. Make sure that's in there, because it uses formulas based on those to show you the certain results. And what I mean by that is, if I walk 3 miles and you walk 3 miles, we may not have the same calorie burn. And that is because each watch has each person's specific information. I hope I'm getting the point across. So once you have your settings set correctly, you can go ahead and use the activity app. So it's the little neon green circle with a man or person running in it. And there's over a dozen workouts listed there: hiking, running, rowing, jumping rope, other, strength training, HIIT workout. There's so many in there, and even if there aren't, you can click other and edit it and make your own. But you want to click whichever workout you are doing, whichever is most specific to whatever exercise you're doing, because that'll be the most accurate. That's what they say. There is a cool feature where you can set goals or pace alerts. You just click a little button, and you know, if you want to like set a distance, there is that option. I don't do that. I don't set goals. I just do my thing. There is even a stopwatch option, and you can use Siri and all this stuff, but I don't use that. You guys can dive into that. I'm just trying to share what I know about it. When it comes to stopping a workout, you can have a setting that it alerts you. And also, I just want to say, sometimes it can pause your workout, just like any other watch or heart rate monitor, whatever. Sometimes it can just pause on you. I always recommend looking at your watch to just check that it's still running or tracking or not paused. It will give you a notification when to shut it down, things like that. So now that I jumped into a lot of the informational parts of the watch, I'm gonna get into my personal use, tips, tips and how I got it to work in my life. Because if you recall, I got it a couple years ago, tried to use it, couldn't use it, tried to use it, would go through spurts, couldn't get hooked on it. Now it's been almost over 3 months and I'm obsessed. When I first started using it, my biggest struggle is it would always die on me and I didn't understand why. I'ma say it. If you don't agree with me, sound off in the comments below because I want to hear it. You need to charge the Apple Watch every single night, the same way you would charge your iPhone. And that is on point blank period. You cannot tell me otherwise. Any other time that even if I just charge it for like 30 minutes or something, I'll have to charge it again soon. It charges quickly, but I feel as though the longer you leave it on the charger, the longer the charge lasts. So I don't know, that's how it works for me. You gotta charge it every single night. Once I came to grips with that, it was fine. And actually, I don't even like sleeping with it on. I don't enjoy the feeling of it because it's kind of very chunky, but I used to have a Fitbit. Like I never took that thing off except for when I showered. With the Fitbit, you can charge it for 15, 20 minutes while you're in the shower, and then the charge lasts for 3 days. So that was my biggest barrier when I switched over to the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch doesn't even really track anything with your sleep. I'm sure you can get third-party apps that do things, but the Fitbit was really great about tracking your sleep. That's one thing the Apple Watch and the Fitbit don't have in common. Like I said, I know there are apps out there. If you guys use one that you swear by or whatever, comment that down below. I'd love to check it out. Take it off when you go into the shower. Another hack is if it is a little bit on the dead side, charge it while you're gonna sit down or something. If you're gonna sit on your phone for 20 minutes, check if your Apple Watch is dying and then stick it on the charger for the 20 minutes that you're just sitting there. Instead of missing out on steps like if it's not tracked, did it even happen? I'm just kidding, but seriously, if you know, you know. As far as making sure it's super accurate, I also put it on first thing in the morning. It's like I wake up, Apple Watch, jump out of bed, put my Apple Watch on, and then I proceed. Before I even put my contacts in, I put my Apple Watch on. Apple Watch before anything. For my first sip of water because I want to track every single step. I also wear it pretty much till I'm about to go to bed. Even if I'm like still laying in my bed going on my phone, I only take my Apple Watch off when I know I'm putting my phone down. And I am like really bad at putting my phone down at night. Like my phone keeps me up at night sometimes because I'm obsessed with it. Problem, but what can I say? So the minute I'm putting my phone down, that's when I take the Apple Watch off. So even when I get out the shower and I put lotion on my left arm first and then I put my Apple Watch on, I'm not even kidding. Like it's just, I want the accuracy, guys. If you are this obsessed with your Apple Watch, that's please. Like it only sounds crazy when I say it, but I'm just telling you guys my tips. So this is something that I'm gonna share with you guys if you're interested in trying to lose weight with the help of the Apple Watch. If it fits your macros is when you essentially count your calories, but you also track your carbs, fats, and proteins. I have a lot of videos on that, but I do that every single day. Even if I'm going over, I'm real with myself. I have goals that I want to hit, but if I'm hungry, I will eat when I'm hungry, and I'll track that just so I know because I like to be aware. Same as I like to be aware as how much I'm being active, I like to be aware as how much I'm eating. So that helps. But basically, it will show you each day for the total day, overall, how many calories you burned. Like for my move, yes, it says I burned 1,366 calories. But if you look down here on the fine print, it says total calories from the entire day, just calculated with your information that you have in there with your gender, height, weight, all of that. It shows that I actually burned 2,965 calories for an entire day. You can see that number and look throughout the week. Okay, that was one day. The day before that, a few numbers off, but it's giving me an idea that I pretty much burn almost 3,000 calories every single day if I'm active and hit my active goals. So if I wanted to lose weight, I would just subtract technically like 500 or 700 calories from that, and then that would put me in a deficit. Just wanted to show how that could be helpful for someone who's trying to figure out how to lose some weight. Look at that number, see what most commonly is being burned every single day, subtract 500, 700 calories, and then you'll be in a deficit if the Apple Watch stats are correct. Setting the goals and hitting them every day is really fun for me, and I think it might motivate you as well. Just to see the progress and look at it over a long period of time is what it looks like when you have a bunch of friends. You can see all their stuff. Some of my favorite ways to hit my move goal is adding in a walk. So I wake up in the morning, get dressed for the day, and go walk for either 20, 30 minutes, or sometimes I even set a goal and I say, okay, I'm gonna walk for 3 miles and I'm gonna do it as fast as I can do it, and I'm done when I'm done. Or I'll even exceed the goal. I'll say, okay, I wanna hit 3 miles, but if I can hit 3 miles in under 40 minutes, I will walk for an hour. something like that. So that is one way to get your move goal going. But I do that on top of my workout. Really helps get your move ring higher, honestly. And don't be afraid to explore on the app or Google online, things like that. Drop any questions you have down below. I had you guys send me some of your questions on Instagram, so I'm gonna go through those right now. I didn't look at them beforehand because that's not how I do. Here we go. Does it feel like you're always on? I want one, but I don't want notifications all day long. You can have the option to turn notifications off, and it is wonderful. Is there a lifting option to record those workouts? Yes, there are many different options, and you can look at that on that little green circle with the man running in it. How do you change the limit on calories you burn on the ring? Your red ring is the only ring you can change, and you just do that in settings. Which is more accurate, Apple Watch or OTB? Mine always had similar numbers. I would say the Apple Watch, because it just seems more high tech. Are you wearing it to track your sleep? No. Which one do you have? I said that in the beginning of this video. I don't recall how much it was. I guess you can Google it. I got it at Target. You can save 5% with your Target card if you have one. Do I turn the notifications off? Not really. Is it worth the money, or should I buy a Fitbit? Honestly, you can't go wrong with a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. I loved my Fitbit, and it is a less expensive option. So if you guys are not sure if you're ready to jump into the Apple Watch, I do recommend getting the Fitbit. I had the Charge HR, and I really loved that. It's not too big, not too small, and they also have an app that is great. So maybe look into the Fitbit, because I know the Apple Watches are in the hundreds of dollars, and they're a lot more advanced. And I did start out with having a Fitbit for years. I went through like 2 or 3 Fitbits before I got the Apple Watch. So totally recommend that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another Fitty Freckles video again. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in my next video.
Missing someone